Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the charts. You're tuned into the Market Beast edition. Your fellow compadre speaking, of course. Today, we're going to take a look at BOXL. This is BOXLIGHT Corporation. And if you're just joining us, welcome. It's really simple what we do here. We find support, resistance, and support within patterns to determine the market's direction. That's it. So if that piques your interest, we just ask that you subscribe, hit the bell, that you to be notified on where we see the market's going before it makes a move. Of course, leave an appropriate thumb and engage in the comment section. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Help the channel out, guys. So what we're going to do is just take a look at the technical data on this symbol. Again, BOXL if you're following along. BOXLIGHT Corporation. I'm not sure what it is, guys. Just technical data, no news on the channel here. So let's not waste any time. Let's just dive right into the charts here, shall we? All right, so today is December the 4th, 2020. And the current price of BOXL is going to be $1.55, down about 1.5% for the day. Markets are open, by the way, fluctuating there. All right, so I think I've discovered a interesting pattern that I'm going to review for you guys here. Oh, and before we get into that, special shout out to our new subscriber, Darth Vader the Great. No, sorry, the Great. I had a request. He just didn't ask, just said BOXL. So I'm assuming he wants me to take a look at that for him. So we're going to do that right now for you. So here is the pattern that I found on this symbol here. And these are the monthly candles, by the way. And that pattern goes as follows. Voila. Okay, really simple, guys. I try to keep my charts really, really simple. Don't overcomplicate this stuff. And the reason that I chose this level, well, basically the overhead resistance is kind of the most important thing, because what we want to do is identify whether or not an instrument is breaking out of a specific range, okay? So just pay attention to the descending line at the top of this box here. And I chose this line because every time a monthly candle closed above that overhead resistance is because when it broke above it, if you notice here on this green candle in May 2018, it was quickly rejected right back down within below that line there. And if you see here, back in the inception, towards the inception rather, December 2017, when it broke down, it actually had a back test of that resistance line, and it just kind of continued down. So I think it's important I think it's pretty interesting, the line that I have overhead. Hopefully you all would agree and you say, yeah, it's pretty interesting how every time that came up to that line, it was just that activity, it just kind of continued to get rejected. And it created an illusion that the floor was down here near the, the $1.19. Okay, let's put a line there so you can see that. So this is $1.19, okay? So this must act as the floor, okay? And I say it must act as a floor because I'm going to speculatively say that this symbol has potentially bottomed, okay? And I normally don't say that. It was in a major downtrend, not a major downtrend. It was in a downtrend right here. If you can see, it came out. Let's turn that red so you can see that. Came out in about 2007, about November 2017. So it went down, found a low. It made a lower high, down, lower low, lower high, and actually went down, and it went through the floor here. And now it has gone up. So technically speaking, it is still within it still has potential to continue the downtrend. I'll say that. Okay. But this $1.19 level is really important for this instrument to hold in order to verify that this symbol has bottomed. Okay. Because I think it's pretty clear here that you can see the only activity that took place within this instrument so far below this red line was this clustered area price action down here, starting in December 2019, where it had a successful monthly candle to break below $1.19. And you see it just kind of got stuck below there. It fought with that line for about 2 months. It broke down and it fought again, and it actually successfully broke above it. So now here's where it gets interesting, because right now, currently, the price action has spent, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing's rehearsed, guys. Stick with me here. 6 monthly candles outside of, well, 2 things. It has spent 6 months above this lower line down here at about $1.19 down here. Okay. And it has also never been within this range ever since, because if you count these candles over here, right? Let's do this. Let's break this down. So these two candles right here, November 2017. If you notice, it had a successful candles body to close outside of this line, but it was actually rejected back within this box. Like the very next month, basically, it closed back within this range, okay? And if we take these two, for example, I'm referring to these two candles, April 2018 and June 2018. So these two candles, it was only 2 months. Well, really just 1 month where it broke above it, and then it was quickly rejected back within this box. So theoretically, it never spent 2 months above this overhead resistance line. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? Until present day, okay? Now there has been price action above the resistance line, and it's above this lower level down here. So think the trend is definitely at a point where it wants to take a shift from a downtrend and start a new uptrend. And if you can just see here where it tried to close above that line, quickly rejected back within that box. And now the present day here, we actually have 6 monthly candles to close not only above this resistance line here. Hope you can see that. Yep, this resistance line here, but it has now closed 6 monthly candles above this red line down here, this potential support level down here. So what does this mean? Well, to me, this means that the buyers have a very unique opportunity to shift this trend. And what I want to do, I actually want to just clean the entire chart to really break this stuff down for you guys. Because remember, when you're looking for a trend shift from a downtrend, the only thing you're looking for is higher highs and higher lows, okay? All right, the screen is going crazy there. Let's do this, guys. Stick with me here. Guys, leave an appropriate thumb just below the video there if you enjoy the content. Okay, so we're probably going to crank this back down to the monthly just so we can see a little bit better. Okay. All right, so the downtrend has been verified. Now, what we need to do now is verify some sort of uptrend. And we actually only have 3 reference points now that I'm looking at it. So we only have the lowest point in the chart right here, and that's at about 55 cents. And after that lowest point, it made a high. We're paying attention to the candles bodies. It made a high of about $2.22. And now we're potentially up against a higher low at about $1.33. So according to what needs to happen if the buying interest has the majority of the control in this market, the buyers need to get the price back above $2.22, and I don't know, make a high of, let's just speculatively say $2.78. If the buyers can successfully make a higher high in this speculative short-term uptrend, as long as it stays above $1.19, it's fine. It's going to go to the upside, okay? But the buyers definitely need to step in and make a new high at this point, because a new high and protect the $1.19. So let's just say, of course, it has to be higher than $2.22. As long as the buyers step in and do that, then everything will be fine. Potentially back test the previous level of resistance, which is at about $1.22, and just continue the trend higher. So that's the uptrend, guys. As long as the price makes, higher highs and higher lows, then that's fine. The trend will be to the upside. But this is all speculation at this point. No one really knows where the market's going to go, but I do think the setup is in the best interest for the buyers as long as they can protect that $1.19 level. So if you're interested in entering this market, this isn't financial advice, not by the way, but the $1.19 would be the level. I probably wouldn't risk anything lower than that if you wanted to enter this market. But that's basically what I'm saying. And I'm not saying it's actually going to get that low. It's probably already bottomed out here or found a higher low, and it's on its way to the upside at this point, okay? So just, protect your portfolio. Just have an entry and exit strategy if you're going to enter this market. And, that's basically what I wanted to say on this symbol here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Be sure to leave an appropriate thumb below the video. Let me know down in the comment section. Did you invest in this? Are you thinking of investing in this? Do you think it's garbage? I mean, I'm not saying it's garbage, guys, but some people say that in the comment section. Just get a discussion going down below, guys. It's Napolean Macro. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to take care of yourselves. We're going to talk very soon, and bye for now.